Okay, I see that record and we are live. Hi guys, VIP mindset, how to get started fresh from I don't know what to do to maybe you are jumping back in to rebrand yourself and start again. And that happens sometimes. Life happens. We kind of forget like, oh, I do love this, Lavelle, and I do want to share this. And sometimes we just have to pick it back up again. So that's where you can just jump right in and start like you are fresh. These are some great reminders to just from the beginning, like if you never knew a thing, start over, right? And it's okay. Okay, so here's the deal. I know you guys don't know anything, so I'm going to start from the basics. You have an opportunity to earn the bonus. This company has done an amazing job of rewarding you in the first 2 weeks of your time promoting. So that's incredible. I mean, to have such a large bonus in the beginning is very unique and a very amazing business plan, and it makes total sense. When we're all done, I'll kind of wrap that up. So in your VIP training or VIP time, you have 2 weeks from the time that you click that promoter button. So if you have ordered as a customer, then you have your product, you might be thriving for a while. And as soon as you push that button, that clock has begun. That 2-week time period has started when you push the button. Scenario 2 is if you came in as a promoter, like signed up as a promoter, and you waited maybe a week to get your order in, then your clock hasn't started until your order goes in. That's what qualifies and activates you, is at least that $100 order on your promoter account. So regardless, if your clock is on, it's time to run. And this is where I'm going to give you some tips and training and how to stay in that mindset of get this VIP, because it's going to set you up for such an amazing business. If you have new people that are jumping in, this might be a great video for you to give them, or you just give them the tips that I'm going to share tonight. So in your 2 weeks, I have a little fun thing because you might not have this, but I came equipped. So this is called the Go VIP 800. And with this, you have an opportunity to earn up to $660 in cash and bonuses, credits, and it all accumulates to about $660 depending on how the orders go in. So I like to have visuals because I'm a super visual person. You're the little white dot. And this is something you can write down because you want to have some notes going as you are documenting this first 2 weeks. I put in the notes, here we go, there's me, and I have my 2 people that are going to be my customers, and then 2 people that I need to be promoters. So 4 friends in the beginning to get this VIP bonus. So those 2 customers, you have to make sure they order on auto ship. This is awesome because they're going to get a discount by ordering that way anyways. You want them to order in that way. But also, we don't want to have them run out. Have you ever placed an order for something and you loved it, but then you forgot to order your second month, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot again. And then next thing you know, you forgot about that product and you went on to something else. We don't want that to happen. So we want them to have that auto ship where it's going to jump in and it's going to send them their second month before they run out, because this is an 8-week experience. We don't want them to just try, 30 days and see what happens because they've only gone halfway, right? We want at least 8 weeks in their system before they decide if this Thrive is for them or not. And I promise after 8 weeks, they're going to love it. Okay, so 2 customers on auto ship. Next is these 2 promoters. They don't necessarily have to promote, but they just have to order as promoters. So if you log in and you're already a promoter, you can see those packages. We have an $800 pack, which is huge. I wouldn't start many people on that, but the $400 is a great start because they get maybe themselves and their spouse can get started. They maybe can have a little bit extra to hand out to those neighbors as samples or their best friend, whatever it is. It gives them an ample supply to get started with. They also get a free product from the company. So that's kind of fun as well. And that's going to set you up for at least getting half of your VIP bonus already with one person. So I love those $400 packs. The $200 pack guys, this is brand new. As of this week, the company has added an option that it can look like just a month's supply of Thrive. A capsule pack, a month of capsules, 2 boxes of their lifestyle mix, and then 1 DFT. It's going to throw $10 in credits back in their account because that value is $190, but it's still the $200 promoter pack, and it's going to count for your VIP bonus as one of your 2 people. All right, so that's what it is. Cool thing about this little format is with your 2 customers, that means you have yours free by the end, the next month. So this sets you up free the next month. And then these 2 promoters, they are going to set you up to have a little business, a little tiny team to run with. Okay, so that's what I love so much. So within your 2 weeks, say you just smash that in a week, right? Well, you have a chance to double that and go VIP 1,600. And all you're doing is duplicating this week. And that's what we should be doing every single week as promoters, is go VIP. That's where that mindset never changes, right? I do it every week. I want to find 2 promoters and 2 customers to get my business to keep rolling and keep pushing and keep growing, right? So this is something we do forever. That's why it's a great little training when you jump in to this VIP 800, because it gives you the foundation to continue to promote Thrive forever. Right? This is it right here. Okay, so with your 1,600, it's the same thing. 2 more customers, 2 more promoters, $1,600 total in sales. So that's kind of what I didn't mention on this first one. That's why it's called the 800 VIP. You have to have 800 in sales for these 4 people. If they don't match up to 800, then you might have to add like a 5th order in to kind of supplement and make up for that. Same thing with this. If these 8 people don't add up to 1,600, you might have to supplement with a few orders, and that's fine too, as long as the customers are on auto ship and as long as your promoters are ordering one of those packages, it will count for a VIP. So just a little hint, if you have a customer and within those 2 weeks loves their product and wants to go promoting for you and on your team, don't let them push a button until your 2 weeks is over, because it's going to take away that customer order. And that's really sad because it can't count for 2 things. So if they're a promoter, then their customer order goes away. So that's just a little hint. You don't want to make that mistake. All right, so here's how we promote. Number 1, we have social media. So what is your favorite? Is it Facebook? Is it Instagram? This is our platform that we can scream from the rooftops, right? Well, 2 things you have to know. You can post every day for the rest of your life and you may never get a customer or you may get 100. But here's the deal. This is just branding you. This is just getting some awareness. It's just showing people out there that I love a product and look at what I'm doing. And I'm going to share it with you because it's changed my life. Okay, so that's kind of what posting is going to do for you. You can also utilize those stories that people are just loving and smashing right now. It's just stories every morning of what your Thrive is, what your day looks like, what your office looks like, what your kids are doing. What are you taking before you go to bed? Are you taking balance? Are you putting on your recharge? So those are the kind of things we can share in our stories and interact with people as well. So that's super fun. Here's where you're going to get your VIP. It's your friends and family. It's going to be the people that when you're sick, make you chicken noodle soup. Or when you're out of gas, you'd be like, come at me. Those are the people that you're going to share with in the beginning. It's just how it is. Will they thrive with you? A lot of them will, because they're going to see your excitement. They're going to want to try it themselves. They maybe heard about it from someone else, but now that you're promoting it, they're going to order. So that's the cool thing. Don't discount the people around you. Don't be afraid of them. Just ask, hey, I'm doing this thing. Do you want to check it out? You don't even have to say what it is, right? You can just be like, I'm so excited. Do you want to hear what I'm doing now? And they're going to be like, yes, because I love you and you're my friend, or you're my sister, or you're my grandma. Okay, so that's the point with that. Go ahead and make a top 10 list. Make that list of people that will love and trust you and listen to you. And just say the simple thing, hey, I am sharing this product. Would you like some more information? Number 2, sending out messages to people that you converse with. Maybe they're not your best friend, but people on social media that they know you. Maybe you went to high school with them, and you could just send that same simple message. But let me tell you, messages are that personal invite for them to look at what you're doing. Okay. Posting on Facebook's not going to send a personal invite. You have to send a personal message to invite them to look. People need an invitation every time. Okay, so that's the same for today as it is from 10 years of promoting. I still, after 5.5 years, invite people to look at what I love so much, right? Okay, so if someone says no, it might not be, no, it might not be, it might be not now. That's our favorite little thing. Not no, but not now. So it's okay. Let them watch you. If they're not ready, that's fine. They might be in like financial distress. They might be so busy with their 3 kids that they can't even see straight. There's something maybe going on in their life that all they could say to everybody is no right now. And that's okay. Meet people where they're at. Another thing is if you're getting the crickets, no one's responding, trust the process. Keep pushing that flywheel, build that momentum, and I promise that consistency will pay off. People are busy. They're just doing stuff. Or maybe they're afraid to say yes because then, well, then they really do want to try it. And who knows if they're ready or not. So what you are looking for are people that are ready for a change right now. So I call it kind of like a Facebook fishing. I'm fishing for the people who are ready to bite. That's all there is. There's many fish in the sea. Who's ready? So that's what I do. And every week I'm doing the same thing. Who's ready? Who's ready? Let's do this. Okay, so here's something really important I want you to understand. You cannot do this alone. You're on a team. You're going to have a team. You need to duplicate something that has been brought down from above. Is what are your leaders doing? You should be like chasing them, watching them, asking them questions, staying connected. We have Zooms all the time. We have so many ways to connect with calls and trainings that you don't have to be in the dark and try to figure this out on your own. Follow the leader. That's the best advice I could ever give you. So another way to not say too much when you're sharing your Thrive is keep everything very simple. And any question that comes back to you needs to be put in a conversation with someone that has done this longer than you. That's all it is. So we call them 3-way messages. You might throw them on a phone call with someone, but it comes down to validating your product. You can say you love it. They maybe have heard that it's good, but sometimes they need to hear a third person, a third party validate that, yes, this is good. And so it kind of lets you step out of the way as well, which I love that, right? When you're new, who wants to do the talking? Let someone talk for you. And then you can sit back and learn as you earn. Learn as you get this bonus, right? Okay, so connect. Don't stay alone. When you get frustrated, reach up and say, hey, can I have some ideas? I'm just hitting a wall. Or, hey, can I just copy what you just said? And they'll always say yes. Okay, so always connect. This is a team effort. We love to help our Thrivers and our promoters, especially new people. You need us as well as, like I said, after 5.5 years, I'm still stealing stuff from people. I'm still chasing Susan and Tiffany. I'm still chasing people. So that's what we do. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Okay, last thing I am going to leave you with. I hope you've taken some good notes. And speaking of notes is you need a calendar and a notebook. So you have to keep track of who are you talking to, or you're going to lose them, forget about them. And then a year later, you're going to pop on a message and go, oh, that person wanted Thrive from me and I forgot to message them back, right? Okay, let's not be that. I've done it so many times. Keep a running track of people in social media that you want to thrive with you. So these are connections that you're building relationships with. Maybe they're on your Facebook and you don't know them very well. Well, unless you have a list and you can go to their pages often and see what's going on in their life, how can I get to know this person? Then relationships won't build. And that's really what it's going to take to get someone to thrive with you, is that they trust you. And so that's where relationships come in. You also need a list of people who are the maybes or the hot list, where people have asked you questions, but they haven't ordered yet. These are a great resource when it comes down to there's a promotion or a company special, or maybe your team leader gave you an incentive, or maybe you have some extra product to hand out, and these people can be your hot list. They're your go-tos. So make sure you have some way to write down your people that you are connecting with. Another thing is, on a day-to-day basis, you do also want a calendar. Mine's pretty fresh. I've been writing notes on Post-its everywhere this week. So tomorrow I know I have to message Christy because we were talking today and she was too busy to talk back to me. So she said, call me in the morning. I have, I'll have 15 other people before the night's over that I'm going to connect with because we didn't get to finish our conversation tonight. So this on a day-to-day basis, keep your stuff organized. And then on your big list, you can keep that running total of people that you want to connect with. So the cool thing is the people in your market right now, the friends on your Facebook and Instagram right now are not going to be the same people that are going to be in your market a year from now. So you're going to constantly be meeting people, constantly be friending people. And so that's where this Thrive experience can keep expanding in your little small network that will just continue to grow and change as you work social media in so many ways. So that was a lot of information. And I wanted to give you some key points, but not overwhelm you. And I hope if you're brand new, that made sense and that you are ready to go run for that VIP 800. And if you're relaunching, guys, get excited. This company's never going to let us down. They always are keeping us on our toes with new promotions and fun things that we can just hand down to new thrivers coming in our business. So I'm going to open chat and see if you've had any questions so far. Move it on over and chat. Okay. Hi, no one's asking questions. That's okay. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. If you had any questions, this is where you could ask them now. Good. Well, guys, awesome. Thanks for joining. I do want to encourage you that if you're doing a system of like, every day I'm going to message 10 people and ask if they want to look at Thrive, or every day I want to message 5 people about a business opportunity. If things slow down, if you feel like nothing's happening, there's going to be times in your business you're just going to have to double your numbers, triple your numbers. There's going to be things that you, there's going to be times where you're just going to have to do more, right? Okay. And the cool thing about that doing more period in time sets a new standard for you, right? So we love that. We escalate in our excitement. We push through the hard times, and it does set a new standard for what, we're expecting. So that's kind of mindset wise what I like to do every now and then. If I feel stale, I feel like things aren't moving, I look at what I've been doing. That's where the documentation really helps. I can see how many people I'm reaching out to, and I'm going to go ahead and double that. I'm going to spend some more time blocking and putting time into Thrive. So yep, you can unmute yourself as well. I don't know if you can do that. If you have any questions also, or I'm going to check chat one more time. I think Susan sent me a little message. Yes. Okay. Yeah. You're welcome to unmute yourself if you do have a question. But like I said, this is a rare opportunity that a company has given us to have this inverted reward system, and you get that nice big chunk of money right up front. Go for your VIP 1600. What that's going to do, it's going to set you up for the next bonus, which is 4K. And how about a new pair of Maui Gym glasses, guys? That's what they're handing out for your 4K bonus. And really what it comes down to, if you're continuing to repeat that VIP mindset every month, every week, you're going to get your customers to thrive for free. You're going to get your promoters to hit your VIP 800. Well, it doesn't take long to hit that 4K if you're doing that every single week. So 4K, and then you're on to the next one. Your next rank of the company is 12K, guys. That's when the auto bonus comes into your life. And you get $300 for the car that you're driving, or $800 for a luxury vehicle if you choose to buy one. It's incredible. I've been driving a free BMW for 5 years. Like, what a blessing, right? Okay, Susan, I am gonna wrap this up, and I know you guys took the time, so I know that you're ready to run for this. So go get them. Have a great night. And if you're part of the recording, obviously, if you have questions, get with the person that put you on this call or the Zoom, and make sure you get your questions answered. But have a good night, guys. We will see you on the other side.